I'm Joanie and I'm the Stormwater Utility Manager for the City of Cocoa Beach, and I also live here too. So it's a small city with about 6 miles long, 1 mile wide, and about 12,000 people. And we have seen this last tropical storm season with Irma and the storms that were post-Irma, and some of them were very sizable storms. We've had 10 inches of rain, which in a state that only gets 50 inches of rain a year is a lot for one particular storm. We definitely saw the highest water levels that we have seen since we've been recording them. So we've been recording lagoon levels since 1998, and initially we didn't do it at a very high frequency, once in a while when they were either very elevated or very low. But because of the storm and because we just had so much flooding, both interior home flooding and exterior yard flooding that didn't recede for such a long time, that we have been taking them now on a daily basis. So Cocoa Beach is very urbanized in its stormwater management in that most of it is drained through curb and gutter and piping rather than swales and ditches and some rural areas have. So we have about 21 miles of pipe in the ground, and during a normal season, about most of the pipe on the west side is fully submerged because all of our outfalls, storm outfalls, are below the water level. And so normally all of our pipes, whether they're 4-foot pipes or 6-foot pipes, they're submerged up to Brevard Avenue right here, so pretty far west. But because the lagoon level was so high post-Irma, those pipes were fully surcharged all the way up to Orlando Avenue, which means there's a significant less capacity when your pipes are full. So when you get that next rain, there's less place for that water to go and harder to push that water and drain out to the lagoon. Okay, so in 2001, we created our first Stormwater Master Plan, and we are just now getting around to updating that. And we're about to put out a request for qualifications, and we did include resiliency and sea level rise as far as the flooding risk into the request for qualifications, and so that'll be part of the 2020 Stormwater Master Plan for Cocoa Beach. I think the public, even the ones that do feel that climate change and sea level rise is a reality, it's just that it's so slow that they're not even sure what to do about it. And it's hard to say with this last storm, Irma, whether having 4 or 5 storms out in the Atlantic was part of that, and whether this water rise was part of that, because all of those storms out in the Atlantic were definitely pushing water also against the coast. So it's not that all of it was from the rain, that it was having those storms out in the Atlantic was constantly keeping water up against the coast, which didn't allow the water in the lagoon to be able to drop. So hard to tease out what is crazy weather phenomena and what is truly the factors that were extra because of sea level rise. Has been mainly doing in their big projects is trying to reduce impervious wherever we can so that we can get that rainwater getting back into the ground to get to our freshwater aquifers, and also to put in the green infrastructure as far as using trees also, which is a great way to soak water up and reduce the volume in a swale. And so it's all these days about green infrastructure and reduce